I just did a whole bunch of bath salts. I wonder what the side effects of those things are. Oh shit. Okay, so a new crazy movie from that Steven Soderbergh guy with Jude Law and Rooney Mara, and Zeta-Jones, and yeah. This movie reminds me, I don't know why I'm talking like that. This movie kind of reminded me of Contagion a lot in just like, it seemed like there were multiple narratives going on and just the overall tone of the movie. And in a lot of ways, it's a lot like Contagion as far as Soderbergh's work goes. Different subject matter, but actually kind of dwells in the same realm as Contagion in a lot of ways. It's a very modern movie, very of the times, and it really fits right in there, and it basically gives you the sense that you're seeing an actual story that would play out in the modern world that you would hear about on the news or something. That's a great thing about how Soderbergh can create these really pressurized movies that are, I mean, they're so filled with anxiety, and he does that so well. Just through his basic film techniques with the score, the editing, just the overall atmosphere is so intense throughout all of this movie. And the subject matter definitely syncs up with that. You have basically, you have a new drug that everyone's like, oh, it's gonna be super awesome, but then it turns out to kind of be really shitty in a lot of ways. I don't want to go into too much detail because I was kind of uncertain of what this movie was entirely about before I saw it, and I kind of think that was good, and you should go in not knowing too much. And Channing Tatum stars in the movie as well. He's good. You know, Soderbergh knows how to use him well. Jude Law, great. Rooney Mara, just a bunch of great performances, and the script is also very good. I mean, still, the most remarkable thing about the movie is Steven Soderbergh's editing. I mean, it's not a very long movie. I don't think it's more than 100 minutes, and it moves that entire time. Very fast movie. I was kind of surprised it was over as quickly as it was. But it's so jarring throughout that entire experience. Jarring or yarring? It could be a soft J. But I think that, yeah, that's one of the strongest points of this movie is that it just kind of hits you and then it's over. I mean, the movie in its short time ventures into a lot of different places, but a lot of them are in these little hidden facets that it's kind of hard to see sometimes because you're kind of glazed over by just the overall effect of the movie. So you gotta have to be aware. It's definitely it's a thought-provoking movie. You gotta think. And I don't think that's a bad thing, but I do think a lot of audiences aren't going to like it for that. Because there are parts of it, like the story is moreover not too complicated. You might think that's pretty simple, but then you're like, alright, well what the hell is the point of this movie? And you gotta kind of look a little deeper, and you gotta look in the right places. I think it'll probably serve me better on a repeat viewing. Overall though, just the main point here is that Steven Soderbergh really, if it was in the care of another director, might not have worked so well, but I mean, he does a good job of just piecing it together, and it shows just very clean directorial work here, and God, good movie, very crazy. And within his direction are, you know, other really great aspects. It's definitely not like a fun movie, not like Contagion wasn't fun, but it's great watch if you're in the mood for thinking a little bit, but also just a stylistically great movie. I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. Probably the best of the year so far. I really haven't been ranking. I gotta get on that, and I'll have my IMDb page updated probably this weekend. I'm Revolution Reviews, that guy who does stuff, and stuff. Yeah, so I decided it was probably a pretty good idea for me to snort some coke to counteract the effects of the bath salts, and I think it's working out pretty well. What, did you say something? Huh?